Hello and welcome to SquishiVision, where today I'm going to give my thoughts on War-Mantle, the latest episode of Bad Batch. This is my immediate thoughts and reactions. Not really had time to go into it deeply and analyze it frame by frame. This is my immediate reactions to what I've just saw, and episode was surprisingly good. I suppose it still fits my rule of if Crosshair is in the episode is good, even if he is in it for a bit, which is kind of what happened. So I suppose not terribly surprised. Well, I was a bit surprised because I wasn't heavily involving him. And we've not had most episodes he's been in recently, which have been good. Ones he's heavily involved in. He was only in a few scenes, but I mean, it was all right. It wasn't. There's still the issue of not really any character growth. Um, we still get this weird thing where Hunter just tells Echo. It's like it happens every episode. Hunter tells Echo to go um, into the ship, and Echo can. Sorry, not Echo. Hunter tells Omega to go into the ship, and Omega complains and pouts about it. She's already proved herself, but also you have valid reasons for sending her back. Explain them. Like maybe not in a moment, but it's frustrating. It's the whole the whole not now child trope, and it's just a bit annoying. It's like explain that she'd be more useful in a ship. As not that she can run support there. That's her skill set. Or she explained later on that she's backup. Explain it earlier. She's not a soldier, so you need to speak to like a person, or explain to how soldiers work. But I don't know. It's frustrating. It's frustrating, and it's frustrating because it's a trope, and it's an annoying trope. The whole not now kid trope thing, and it does Omega a disservice, and it doesn't have any growth for Hunter because this has been a source of conflict for the characters earlier. That thematically the episode was about growing beyond. Like it doesn't matter how realistic or not it is. If you had an episode previously which was about thematically growing from this, and then you just ignore that growth, it kind of undermines the point of that episode. Um, but that aside, you know, it wasn't completely unpredictable, but I didn't, feel like I knew where everything was going. There was some genuine, credible threat. There was still a whole bunch of characters acting foolishly, which is in a way which isn't becoming of special ops forces, which bothered me. Like Tech is meant to be very, very intelligent and thinks that somehow entering in an expired code wouldn't go. We'd be surprised that it wouldn't work. I don't know. Maybe, but maybe someone should mention that. Maybe that's realistic in this universe. But um, Gregor's nice to see back. I guess is a good character. I'm getting just glad we're seeing the kind of middle area of how he ended up with Rex. Although I'm not entirely sure it actually mentioned how Greg and Rex knew each other because when we saw them in the Clone Wars, he was in like one episode and was presumed dead until Rebels proved otherwise, and there wasn't really a connection between them. But whatever. I guess you're pulling from a limited source of characters if you're trying to invoke that familiarity feeling. Um, some of the threads started to come together. The whole Kaminoan rebellion that we're hoping to see is kind of being more strongly alluded to. I didn't expect Hunter to be captured at the end. So we got a nice setup now. Hopefully they're doing well with that. We've got a nice, set for Hunter and Crosshair to speak. Maybe we can actually get some meaty character stuff here, hopefully, and then just brush over it very quickly. Um, I was starting to see the proto stormtroopers, although I would prefer more of a focus on these, as I mentioned all the way through. Um, other than that, it was just all right, I guess. The signals were a bit weird, so hopefully you didn't miss out too much of my insight. Um, yeah, I actually need to really dig deeper into the point. I don't think there's anything else really impressive. I mean, There's some nice shots in it. I like the rainy bits on Camino rather. Um, the issues they faced, apart from a few were credible. I mentioned it before. Yeah, so I thought this episode was all right. It wasn't one of the better ones like the ones you got in the middle of the series, but it's I'm somewhat interested to see how it goes next. If not a bit trepidatious and anxious that it's going to be not well executed. But we have only 2 episodes left. I still don't think we need another season of the show. I don't know. It's the first Star Wars, second Star Wars show, first Star Wars animated show I've, apart from the last season of the Clone Wars, that I've not watched in bulk. So the wait isn't doing any favors. Whilst I think if I was bulking through it, I'd be like happier. I wouldn't be as bothered about waiting and wouldn't figure it wouldn't take it wouldn't feel like it would take that much of my day out. So those are my thoughts. I'll see you next week, I guess. How about some trailer reviews? Any trailer reactions I need to do? Maybe I'll do the trailer reactions. Well, now. And I'll see you next week. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll, like I said, see you next week. Myself.